Number 8.
Who was the last one in?
Him.
I came round the back. Who came in the front? Me. Did you close the door? Did you close the door?
Mommy? Mommy? Mommy?
The Empty Child and the Doctor Dances.
The Doctor and Rose chase a spaceship which is about to hit London. When they arrive in London, the Doctor realizes that finding the crash site may be tricky as it fell from the sky and landed with a large bang. And they just so happen to end up in World War II in the middle of the London Blitz. However, the bombs aren't the thing to fear when there are gas mask zombies roaming around, which can turn you into one with just a single touch. Christopher Eccleston as the Doctor is as
fantastic
as always. I love how he just haphazardly walks around the Blitz and joining the dinner at Nancy's house without a second thought. He is absolutely hilarious in this episode.
Rose, I'm trying to resonate concrete.
I also love how happy he gets at the end of the episode. Remember, this is the post-Time War Doctor, so seeing him that happy was great. It's also such a nice and refreshing ending for there to be no real villain and no one dies.
Well, it was nice until Chibnall made it happen in every other episode in his era. Don't believe me? Here are all the not truly villainous villains in the Chibnall era.
Next we have Rose. Now, personally, I'm not the biggest fan of Rose.
Wait, let me explain.
Too late. I personally hated the romance she had with the Doctor in Series 2, and how clingy and jealous she got. This is especially clear in School Reunion when she acts like a jerk around Sarah Jane just because she previously travelled with the Doctor. However, that was Series 2 Rose. Series 1 Rose is a whole new can of worms. I loved her in this episode. She starts off the episode just casually hanging from a barrage balloon before getting picked up by Jack, who I will get onto in a minute, and how she was low-key kind of flirting with him. Poor Mickey. I also love how she outsmarted Jack because she could tell what psychic paper was. There was also the whole dancing metaphor throughout the story, mostly in the second episode.
For those of you wondering, in this episode, dancing basically means wait, I can't say that. Dancing means the best form of nap time. Oh, you know what I mean.
Next we have Captain Jack, who makes his debut appearance in this episode. Now, obviously I like Jack. Who doesn't? He's so popular that he got his own spin-off, returned multiple times in the RTD era, and everyone freaked out when he returned in Series 12. Including me. I'm a male, but I fangirled over that. Another thing I love about Jack in this is that he inadvertently caused the problem to happen, as it was his ship that the Doctor and Rose were chasing, and the one that crashed, releasing the nanogenes and creating the Empty Child. Jack nowadays is a member of Torchwood. Jack back then was a con man. This is what we call an arc. There's also another one of character, a young woman called Nancy. She is said to be the brother of the Empty Child, who is called Jamie, but we find out in the end that she was actually his mother who gave birth at a young age and she was embarrassed to talk about it. Because Jamie was killed by a bomb, Nancy decides to make up for it, so she gets large amounts of food for the orphan kids on the street. How the man she stole the food was able to get that much during World War II rationing is beyond me though. Anyway, Nancy is a great character, who you're glad got a happy ending in the end. Now we've got the setting of London during the Blitz. I think that it worked really well with the story. For example, all of Jack's con was that a bomb would land on the hospital ship and destroy it after someone bought it and found out that it was empty. There was also the whole orphan children going to Nancy's, Rose hanging from the barrage balloon, and some great lines between Rose and Nancy which all tied into the setting and made it something more than just another trip to a World War location. Now you have got the Monster of the Week. Like I said before, they aren't truly a villain, so that's why I'm calling them the Monster of the Week instead. Anyway, the empty child is so freaking creepy. I do still find the Weeping Angels and the Midnight Entity to be creepier, but the empty child is up there. I don't know, there's something about the fact that it's a child which is so creepy in my eyes. It also delves into the uncanny valley. Uncanny valley, a term used to describe something kinda human-like, in this case the child, but it's slightly off which makes it not human, in this case the gas mask. Basically it's the reason why clowns and dolls are so scary. But yeah, the empty child is creepy in other areas, like it constantly saying mummy. I'm a male, do you think I'm your mummy? And finally, there's the idea that whenever it touches you, you become one of them. That's creepy in itself, but the transformation definitely upped the creep factor. However, despite the creepiness, I also like how it came to be. Recap time! So, the hospital ship Jack had crashed in London, he thought was empty, but it was full of a bunch of nanogenes who, unfortunately, had never seen a human before. Nanogenes are basically robotic doctors, by the way. They left trying to fix every broken bone in the universe, but what they found was a small child with a gas mask looking for its mother. Now they think that every human should be like that, and any human not like that is wrong, so they're going around fixing everyone up. That's a really clever idea. Now, once again, you might be asking two questions. Which of these episodes do I prefer, and why is it so low on the list? Well, firstly, I think that the empty child is superior to the Doctor Dances because it's a lot creepier, and I think that boosts its ratings a bit. Now, the reason it's only number 8 on the list is because of the whole everybody lives part. Don't get me wrong, it's one of the best scenes in Doctor Who, but because of it, the episode lacks in emotional beats. Like I said, I still like the scene, but the other episodes in this list either have more emotion or are a lot more grand in scale. However, it's better than the previous entry because it has a lot less problems. These episodes are creepy AF, wholesome, and even quite funny. But let's look at what episodes I said were greater.
Are you my mummy?
No mummy's here. Nobody here but us chickens. Well, this chicken.
Number 7.